ng buhok. Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lloyd Ros, age 17, and I was thinking what could be a better way to start this YouTube channel than a tutorial of how to color your hair blue, or basically any colors there is. Now I know what you're thinking.
Black yung buhok mo. Ba't mo siya kukulay lang blue? Di ba dapat kailangan naka-bleach na yan?
Yep. That is why we're going to start from the basics and within the bleaching process itself, and hopefully you will be able to pick up something up on the way just in case you want to bleach your hair and color it in the future. Enough chit chat, let's get started, shall we?
Spell, dabble, name. My eyes see your face. Searching for a straight to spell, dabble, name. My eyes see your face. Searching for a straight to
Okay, I'll be totally honest. From the beginning, I was hoping for this video to be kind of educational and demonstrative video. So I'm going to discuss the before, during, and after we bleach our already damaged hair. For most of you who don't know, hair is dead. Ang ginagawa lang natin ay itinitreat ito gamit ang conditioners. Nililibad natin ito, kinukulay para pagbukain natin itong mas buhay or mas lively. But in every wash, we actually strip them off along with its nutrients. So, back to zero na ulit tayo dun. So, before tayo mag-bleach, what you are not going to do is wash your hair. Kasi, the dirtier, the better. Kasi kailangan natin ang natural oils para protektahan natin ang ating anit at buhok from the harmful and strong bleach that is going to go on your hair. So personally, dalawang araw na akong hindi naliligo. Kaya hindi ko siya binabasa, hindi ko siya rinse off, especially with shampoo. For about 1 month na akong hindi nagsha-shampoo, or actually just 2 weeks ago, yung shampoo ko. At what I actually did for these past 2 days is I just run my fingers through it and comb it to provoke the oils out of my scalp and onto my hair strands. At isa pang hindi natin kailangan gawin bago tayo mag-bleach ay ibabad ang buhok natin overnight sa coconut oil. Because according to professional hairdressers, wala naman talagang ginagawa yung coconut oil sa buhok natin before we bleach it. And kung ako ang tatanungin in my honest and personal opinion, but disclaimer, wala pa rin akong background sa hair or how to bleach it. This is going to be my first time. Yung ginawa ko lang ay nag-research ako and I'm gonna be sharing my research to you guys. Going back to that, ang sa akin lang, siguro ay ang ginagawa ng coconut oil, it will actually distort and intervene with how the paste will bleach your hair. Kasi nga diba, ang developer natin na gagamitin ay mostly water-based. At we know for a fact that water-based and coconut oil does not mix. So para lang malaman niyo kung gaano na talaga kahaba yung buhok ko. Mga lampas na ng isang daliri ko. At sa taas, yun ang kakapal. At sa aking crown, lampas na ng isang danghal. At damage na talaga yung buhok ko. Ang gagawin ko na lang ay damage ko na lang siya ng sobra-sobra pa para kalbo na ako. Now just before we bleach our hair, ang gagawin na natin ay isa-section natin ang ating buhok because it makes the bleaching process a lot more easier. Transition lang ako dito in 3, 2, 1, boom! Diba? So now that I've sectioned my oil here into 4 beautifully, equally sectioned quadrants, I'm gonna be introducing to you the 3 main hair products that I'm going to be using.
The first one we have Volume 40 Bremod Collage Hydrox with a 12% developer containing rare vegetable extracts, which is an effective component for hair care and is rich in oxygen. Bremod Collage Hydrox claims to also have fragrance even with hair dyeing cream or bleaching powder. Retailed at 40 pesos from Shopee.
And for most of you who don't know, Bremod Performance is founded in the Philippines about 15 years ago. So congratulations to that Filipino nationality we have going on in this hair product.
Coming in at number 2, Fusion Ultra Lift Lightening Powder, promising 7 to 8 levels of lift, containing anti-yellow molecules to help produce yellow undertones, can prevent moisture loss and hair dryness with argan oil and vitamin E. At ang ikatlong produktong ating gagamitin naman is this A19 Hangji Shui Hair Color Cream at the shade of dark blue, compact with precious botanic essences and rich seabed minerals. oils, has nutritional hair factors to avoid rigid stimulation, rapidly restore scalp and hair pH balance, and leave naturally glossy hair after dyeing. All for an incredibly low, affordable price of 20 pesos from a nearby sari-sari store.
Ngayon nahalo na natin ang ating lightning powder at ang ating developer. It is now the best time to detangle our hair because we don't want any unevenness in our bleached hair later on.
For every bleaching or developer brands, iba't iba ang kanilang formulation, meaning iba't iba rin ang kanilang mixing ratio requirements. Pero kadalasan, most brands suggests a 1:1 ratio. This simply means kung gaano karami ang iyong bleaching powder, dapat ganoon din karami ang iyong developer. Let's just say, if your developer is at 100 grams, so should your bleach be at 100 grams.
At ito na siya. Gusto ko talaga ako yung mag-first blood sa aking buhok. Kaya ito na, ilalagay ko ang unti-unti lang. Ayun na. Nag-bleach na ang aking buhok. And we're just gonna do the rest.
In order to pull off that vibrant dark blue hair that I'm going for, kailangan ko ng at least 2 rounds of bleach to lift my hair at level 7 to 8. May tawala naman ako kay Fusion sa promise niya to give my hair a lift of level 7 to 8 levels. But, given that my hair is actually bleach virgin, meaning I haven't heavily bleached this hair before, I will be doing 2 rounds of bleach kung hindi pa rin na-achieve ang at least na gusto kong ma-achieve, at kung hindi pa rin, 3 rounds na. And I must say that before actually filming this video, I watched so many tutorials on how to bleach your hair. Maayos at thorough naman ang kanilang tutorials. They definitely met my satisfaction, but I personally am a keen person. Gusto kong maintindihan ang mga bagay-bagay. Let's just say I want to know how bleach actually works. But Alamin just doesn't explain it to me. So I did a little research and here's what I concluded. Let's start from the basics and to the smallest. Each hair strand is composed of 4 parts. From the outermost to the innermost, we have the cuticle, cortex, and medulla. The cuticle as the outermost part is the protector of the hair strand from outside factors. Gaya ng dumi, oils, and this is what absorbs most hair products that we put onto our hair. Moreover, when we bleach our hair, the developer, also known as the hydrogen peroxide of hairdressers, expands the cuticle so that the bleach can penetrate and take out the melanin molecules in our hair. What melanin basically is, it's what makes our hair, skin, and eye color dark. Kung ikaw ay dark skin, black hair, at brown eyes to black, that means mataas ang melanin content ng katawan mo. Fun fact, glutathione intake and hair bleaching is actually similar to one another. They both have the ability to depigment melanin, but that doesn't mean wala na yung melanin molecule sa katawan natin. Despite that, merong benefits at disadvantages ang pagkakaroon ng dark skin at light skin. Melanin has the ability to resist ultraviolet rays, meaning dark-skinned people has higher chances to survive in higher temperatures. While lower melanin content ng katawan means you have higher chances to survive in colder climates. But you will be prone to sunburns and sun damage. The same thing with dark-skinned people have lower chances to survive in colder climates. Thus, the light and dark skin concept is associated with cool and warm skin tones, which I will be explaining in another video very soon. Now, going back to bleaching. Paano ako nakarating dito sa skin tones and etc.ness? When we wash out the bleach, we also take off the hair nutrients, leaving it dry, dull looking, or worse, sira. Overall damaged. And it is going to be so sensitive even to water. Kaya pag hugasan mo na ang bleach, let the water do most work for you, because extra force with your hands can cause your hair to break and fall off. And kawawa ka.
So about 30 minutes na nakakalipas at ganito nakatingkad. Hindi ko na-expect na ganito yung lift na kaya ito naging gawin. The product is so promising. I'm just gonna go wash this. Yung kapansin-pansin na hindi pantay na parts. So ang gagawin ko na lang ay hahabulin na lang namin itong uneven parts na to. Kakatapos ko ng banlawan, ang buhok ko gamit ang tubig lang, hindi ko siya ginanon ng masyado, at hindi ko pa hindi ko pa dinadry ng towel ko. At what you don't want to do is huwag mo siyang gagawin ng tuwalya. Kasi at this point, your hair is going to be so sensitive and it's going to be falling out just by taking a little bit of hair. At this point, medyo rubberized din siya. Madali lang siyang ma-stretch. And also, ang buhok natin ay 2 levels darker kapag ito ay basa. So, be careful on trying to match that color. Medyo promising din yung product niya na wala siyang maiiwan ng yellow undertones. Medyo orange lang siya pero hindi masyadong kita yung yellow undertones niya. So, what I'm not going to do is do bleach right away after the first one. Kasi kailangan ulit natin mag-develop ng oils, natural oils natin para protektahan ang ating hair sa second batch. So, bukas na lang or sa susunod na 2 days, ako mag-round 2 ng bleach.
Okay, so it's been about 2 days after the first round of bleach, and this is what it looks like from the outside in natural sunlight. We tried the bleach to not make contact with the root. You'll see why you shouldn't. And I kind of like how it fades from light to dark because it somehow resembles like lion hair, but that is not what we're going for.
So, did I say 2 days? I lied. I bleached on a Sunday and today is Saturday. So, it's been 6 days since I bleached. I'd totally be honest right now, I should have left the solution on my hair for about 15 minutes or so. And this part is, I think I'd say, about a level 5 golden blonde. And this part is red, as if you can see it on camera, it's kind of red in real life. But in the screen, it's like a dark brown, but it's red. And I kind of want to blame my sister because she did a horrible job of the application when I reviewed it. Nung sa video, inuna niya tong sides na to, and that's maybe the reason why mas mataas itong lift kaysa dito. But let's look on the bright side. This should be a perfectly good opportunity to show you guys what can you do when you have an uneven bleached hair like mine. I mean, this is my first time bleaching, so why not? So hahaluin ko lang ngayon ang isa ko pang 12% Remond developer kasi nung unang talaga bumili ako ng 2 set kasabay nito ng itong Colisi or Colisai. I don't know how to pronounce that. We got 225 grams at 35 pesos each, which make it 50 grams at 70 pesos. Now, Bremod is actually at 100 grams, so ang gagamitin lang natin ito ay ang kalahati to still achieve that strictly 1:1 ratio. So, na-section ko na ang buhok ko sa 4 sections ulit, at pagbalik ko, ang dami ng ingay. Pero makikisabay ako ngayon kasi I'm definitely motivated to finish this video for you guys. As you can see, as you can see guys, I've already put on some plastic gloves. At kung hindi naman napapansin, tinape ko yung dulo nito para mas maging in contact sa skin ko at parang mas gamay ko talaga yung bleach na ilalagay ko sa aking buhok. So, halo na natin to, ang aking Colisi, 25 grams sa mixing palette. So ayan, nabusik na yung 1. Mas malala siguro yung, I think mas matapang yung fusion, yung white na ginamit kong lightening powder last week. I was gonna say the other day, but I remember this last week. Pero, this is, oh god, it's the same. Kasi tapang lang sila, masakit siya sa lalamunan. I suggest you guys wear mask. So ito na ang ating Bremod. Kalahati lang ang anihin natin, gagamitin natin. So I'm gonna pinch, and just pour it out. Haluin lang natin.
I'm kinda thinking that I should apply the second bleach on the red levels first.
At nakalimutan ko palang sabihin, I actually taped the black part of my hair down just so hindi ma-bleach natin by accident.
So that way the lowest levels have the longest incubation period. Then bleach the golden levels when the red turns the same shade as them. And lastly, do the roots because it is much closer to the scalp, meaning it is hotter, which speeds up the bleaching process to all in all get a nice even lift to a hopefully a level 9 very light blonde or better level 10 lightest blonde.
So about my hairstyle, actually ginusto ko talaga siya magkulay na before. But, naisip ko na habang tumatagal, kasi diba tumutubong ulit ang buhok, nagiging black yung dulo, so I kinda had to wait a little bit more longer for a bleach it, and I think now is the time that na mahaba na talaga yung buhok ko, and it's actual time, and it's ready for bleach. Hopefully I don't damage this more. I'd totally be honest, wala akong control dito. What? I should take off this video. By the way, sinusubukan ko talagang tapusin tong 4 na sections to within 5 minutes. So I'm going really quick. And sana wala akong unevenness later. And about sa hairstyle ko nga pala ulit, just recently nakita ko si Zil Benitez from Four of Spades. Zil, nagkulay siya ng bright silver. And para sa akin, spader talaga ako, hindi ko yung tinatago. Isa akong gagamba, isa akong spader, yeah. After like a couple of hours just browsing through his photo on Twitter and Facebook, just a few really, napansin ko na hindi pala pantay. So nag-search ako and I've encountered this picture of a very vibrant and full blue hair. Ang ganda niya tignan. May black pa rin sa likod. So now that explains why nag-iwan ako ng black sa likod ko pa rin. And then I encountered the section on Pinterest. It's about e-boy hairstyle / hair color styles for e-boy. What? Parang ganun, parang e-boy yung style ng hair bleach nila, ng hair color nila. And then I've encountered one specific section sa Pinterest pictures na may black yung tips ng buhok niya. So that is the final look that I want to achieve. So I'm imagining after like putting on blue on my hair, I'm going to just touch the tips of my hair with blackening shampoo para lang magmukhang black ulit siya. For most of you who are wondering kung kailan ako huling nagpagupit, mahaba na talaga yung buhok ko, huli ako nagpagupit October 30, 2020. So that's about August, September, October, November, December, January. 5 months ngayon. And I might say it's pretty long now. At kung nagtatanong naman kayo kung bakit itong buhok ko na to, at ganun din ang naisip ko sa sarili ko. And the answer to that is, why not, di ba?
Oh,
kasi
wow!
It's new year, new year. Yeah, so new year, new look, new hair, new everything, really. So I completed bleaching it within like I think 8 or 9 minutes instead of 5. So I'm just going to leave the red parts bleach for about 10 minutes instead of 15. And I'm gonna come back and do all these yellow and then immediately going to do the black parts, the roots, afterwards. So I'm going to come back when all this hair is bleached now. So it's been 20 minutes and I have to be honest again. I was trying to comb my hair and I saw a few hair fall. Hopefully I'm not going bald. Anyways, I've also done doing the golden blonde and it's actually lifting just a little bit right now. So I'm gonna wait for about 15 more minutes and then I'm going to do the roots. So I'll be back again. Okay, so it's been about 15 minutes. At hindi naman nga masyadong lift itong red parts na to kanina.
What?
And hanggang ngayon mag-iisang oras na, wala pa rin siguro nagbabago. At given that our hair is, 2 levels darker when wet, ang pinaka-accurate na resulta na makukuha natin ay kung kailan ito ay dry na. So I'm just gonna go wash this and hope for the best results. Same technique, let all the water do the washing out for you and don't rub your fingers all over it because you are just going to rip off your hair strands one by one and you do not want to do that.
Okay, my hair has finally dried at this point, and this is the final bleach that I'm going to have to work with whether I like it or not. Although I'm not bothered by the red parts anymore because I am now going for black faded ends. In the daylight, I have successfully lifted to level 9 very light blonde on the parts closer to the roots, and to the ends that were once level 3 red, only lifted to level 5 orange. Now after you have done bleaching your own hair, make sure to tone it with a decent purple shampoo or a decent toner to kill off the remaining yellow undertones kung meron man. Pero wala na akong budget, so stop na ako doon.
And now for the most exciting part, kukulayan natin ang ating buhok gamit itong Hanji Shui. Basta ayun yung gamit kong product. I think it's pronounced Hanji Shui. I don't know, hindi ko talaga alam kung paano siya banggitin. So if you do know, please correct me in the comment sections down below. But I think that this originated from Korea because I can see some Hangul characters in there. But if it's not, please do also correct me down in the comment sections below. So bumili ako nito ng 3 piraso.
What?
Na 2 ang gagamitin ko right after the bleach and 1 for maintenance that I will be using within 2 weeks. Why am I doing it? because there's something called color bleeding. It's just basically where your hair pigments fade or discolor over time. So ito pala yung nabibili natin sa tindahan for about 5 pesos each. Ito yung hair wax nasa sachet. And if sometimes you're lucky enough, you might have had already used their colored hair wax apparel before. And hindi ko talaga alam na meron din silang hair dye line until this new year kung kailan ko naisipan na magkulay ng buhok. Oblivious. Meron tayong tigdadalawang bote ng pigment. And I think this one is a developer. Yeah, this is definitely a developer. The product said to do a patch test 48 hours prior application, whether your skin are allergic or your skin might react to the product. Kung walang kate, pamumula o pamamantal na naabsorbahan mo within 2 days, you're good to go. Ginawa ko yung akin 10 days ago and I was fine. Kunin lang natin ang ating mixing palette at ang ating mahiwagang toothbrush. How do I say palette? Just pretty much dump out all this product. Hirap pa lang tanggalin. No! Buti na lang nakapikit ako.
Just before I proceed to apply the final hair product on my hair, ito naman ang iilang aftercare routines or considerations that you might wanna keep in mind. Una, hugasan ng kulay gamit ang malamig na tubig upang magsara ang cuticle ng buhok at maiwasan ang pag-color bleed agad. Ikalawa, mag-antay na muna ng 48 oras bago hugasan ang buhok. Nang sa ganon ay magkaroon ng sapat na oras ang kulay upang mag-set sa ating buhok. Ikatlo, kapag ito ay hugasan na, gumamit ng colored shampoo na naaayon sa napiling kulay. Ikaapat, hinay-hinay lang sa paggamit ng heating tools. At kung gagamit naman ito ay panatiliin ang temperatura sa hindi tataas sa 250 degrees Celsius. Ikalima, recolor when necessary. Because no matter how dark or light your hair is or how good the products that you are going to be using,
I should have totally worn gloves right in the first place. So stupid.
it will fade.
So that's it. Tapos na natin ang pag-mix. Now, hair pigments does actually dye your skin as well. So you might want to reconsider this hack that I'm going to teach you right now. What you want to do is put your hair up and then apply petroleum jelly sa iyong hairline or sa balat mo. Or all the parts that you don't want the dye to also pigment your skin.
So just apply a thick layer like so.
What you want to do now is just slap it. Get in there. There's nothing much more to worry about. The only thing that you have to worry about where it appears that as if you still have some yellow parts or some undyed parts, the only solution that I can think of for that is comb it and make sure that all hair strands from the roots to the tips are even. Spend about 10 minutes to fully cover my semi-blonde hair. And kung meron mga flaws or pagkakamali na nagawa ko in the bleaching process, maybe it's the time to do that right now. So the first flaw that I have to acknowledge is not using conditioner right away. That just left my hair to be feeling plasticky. Ramdam mo na parang synthetic talaga siya, parang hindi gawa ng tao. And maybe about 2 to 3 days, I used this keratin with argan oil to kind of just bring back the nutrients back onto my hair. And it felt like hindi talaga ako nag-bleach. So it's been about 30 minutes right now and I'm gonna go wash it. And right afterwards, itatouch ko lang yung tips nito, that, like what I've said, with the blackening shampoo. And I mix ko with a little bit of this keratin conditioner. Kasi ganun naman talaga. Mahirap pala talaga magkulay ng buhok, especially dyeing it with a fashion color, which means it'll suit very few people, and those very few people are mostly cool tones or neutral tones. But I'm a warm tone, as you can see. But luckily we have this creative product called makeup that allows us to switch from cool tones to warm tones, or warm tones to cool tones, or cool tones to neutral, or vice versa. And not only that, it also allows us to bring out what we feel inside and feel good about it. If you feel like throwing in a little bit of eyeliner like I did to make your eyes look a bit bolder, you can do that. Or you feel like you want to straighten your hair like I did, you can do that too. It's fine. And by the way, yung plastic containers na ginamit ng hair dye ko ay tatabi ko for future use because I am that resourceful and I do not want to be a culprit to Mother Nature. Now question. Would I be bleaching my hair again in the future? Probably no, because I kinda like how my natural hair, like when it's not yet bleached, how soft it is and manageable, even though it's a little bit damaged and frizzy. Nagaganto ko yung buhok ko without worrying that it's gonna fall off eventually. Ngayon natapos ko na yung buhok ko, sobrang ang ano niya na, parang plastic yung dating niya. Ewan ko kung normal lang yun or I use a higher developer percentage or I actually don't know entirely. I'm still learning it. I'm still digesting a few more information as I rewatch this video, I guess, in the future. Alright you guys, that is it. Thank you so much for staying until the very end of this video. Make sure to leave a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell because I will be seeing you guys very soon. Au revoir. That could have been the other way around because technically you guys will be seeing me. So, bye.